Greetings all. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. This week, we are continuing our exploration of unity and diversity. Our journey into these themes has sparked a range of responses from our listeners, highlighting the varied perspectives on what it takes to build a more harmonious world. Today, we will delve into some of these responses and reflect on their insights about the possibilities and challenges of achieving unity in our diverse society. One listener expressed profound admiration for the ideals of unity and understanding, envisioning a world where our differences are celebrated as our greatest strength. Their words reflect a deep yearning for a more harmonious and inclusive society, where diversity is embraced and cooperation is valued. However, another listener raised valid concerns about the challenges and barriers that hinder our progress towards unity. They highlighted the complexities of human nature and the systemic inequalities that perpetuate division and mistrust among communities. Their perspective serves as a reminder that the path to unity is fraught with obstacles requiring patience, understanding, and a commitment to addressing underlying issues of injustice and discrimination. From expressions of awe and admiration to critiques of feasibility and practicality, each response offers valuable insights into the complexities of our shared human experience. The first response was, "Wow, this is so amazing. Brought tears to my eyes. This is definitely international stuff. You should send it to BBC. Serious thing, sister. Well done. I am so proud of you. Kudos to you, beloved." This response echoes a sentiment of profound connection and admiration, suggesting that our words have the power to evoke deep emotions and inspire meaningful change on an international scale. This response speaks to the potential impact of our efforts to promote unity and understanding, underscoring the significance of our collective journey towards a more harmonious world. On the other hand, the second response presents a more critical viewpoint, highlighting the challenges and barriers that hinder our progress towards unity. This perspective serves as a reminder of the complexities inherent in our pursuit of collective harmony, acknowledging the systemic inequalities and prejudices that continue to divide our society. And I quote, "Hi, your last four narratives at their core is the same utopian ideal, which is a far cry from your ideas." End of quote. My response was, "Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate your perspective. While it may seem that the core themes of my recent narratives reflect a utopian ideal, it is important to acknowledge that the pursuit of understanding and compassion is an ongoing journey with many facets. My aim is not to paint an unrealistic picture of perfection, but to explore the possibilities of collective unity and understanding amidst the complexities of our world. Each narrative offers a unique lens through which to examine these themes, aiming to spark meaningful dialogue and reflection. I welcome your insights and encourage further discussion on how we can navigate the gap between our ideals and the realities we face. Together, we can continue to explore ways to bridge this divide and strive for a more harmonious world. I am really thankful for this listener being part of the journey. Their response to this was, "Hi, my perspective comes from experience, breaking barriers that humanity erects to separate humanity or any effort towards unity just creates new barriers. New barriers like ageism is now contemporary. The old wisdom, birds of a feather flock together, manifests in caste, tribe, race, class, etc., each singing from the same prayer book. Seeing beauty in diversity can only be seen in the eyes of a beholder. Collectively, it is near impossibility. It is like asking the Jews to see the children of Hagar as human." I am really thankful for this dialogue, and I understand and respect the viewpoint, which highlights the complexities and challenges inherent in efforts towards unity. Indeed, the barriers that humanity erects, whether based on age, caste, tribe, race, or class, can be deeply ingrained and resistant to change. It is true that even efforts towards unity can sometimes inadvertently create new barriers or exacerbate existing ones. The analogy of birds of a feather flock together manifests in various forms of discrimination and division, echoing the struggles faced by communities throughout history. And as so rightly pointed out, it is difficult in collectively embracing diversity, especially when deeply rooted prejudices and historical conflicts come into play. While the journey towards unity may seem daunting and near impossible at times, I believe that every step we take towards understanding and compassion brings us closer to that ideal. It is through open dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to challenge our own biases that we can begin to break down these barriers and foster a more inclusive world. My friends' insights underscores the importance of acknowledging the complexities of our human experience and the work that lies ahead. It is through conversations like these that we can continue to learn and grow together. As we consider these diverse perspectives, let us remember the importance of humility, empathy, and open-mindedness in our quest for unity. While our differences may present challenges, they also offer opportunities for growth and understanding. By engaging with one another with sincerity and compassion, we can begin to bridge the divides that separate us and forge a path towards a more inclusive and harmonious future. In the episodes to come, we will delve deeper into the concerns and critiques raised by our listeners, seeking to address the underlying issues that perpetuate division and inequality in our world. Together, let us continue this journey of exploration and discovery, united in our shared commitment to building a better world for all. Our vision of unity does not diminish the importance of individual belief systems. Rather, it elevates them to their highest potential. The potential to work together for a world where diversity is not just tolerated, but celebrated as our greatest strength. In this world, we are not bound by the narrow confines of tolerance, but are liberated by the boundless possibilities of understanding and cooperation. In the world's great hall, there hangs an immense tapestry, weaving together the threads of countless belief systems. Each thread, vibrant with its own color, texture, and pattern. This tapestry is a living representation of humanity's collective spirit, a testament to the idea that our diversity is not a barrier to unity, but its very foundation. This tapestry does not mute the individuality of each thread. Instead, it showcases the intricate beauty of each strand, allowing it to contribute its unique qualities to the greater design. The weaving of this tapestry is a meticulous and ongoing process, one that requires understanding, patience, and a deep respect for the contributions of each thread, no matter how small or seemingly inconsequential. As observers step back to view the tapestry in its entirety, they see not a chaotic jumble of colors and patterns, but a harmonious and dynamic whole. Each thread retains its identity, yet contributes to a larger picture that only gains meaning through the integration of its many parts. This is the essence of the vision of unity described. A world where diversity is celebrated, not just in theory, but in the tangible, everyday actions that weave the fabric of our shared existence. In this world, unity is not achieved through the silencing or dissenting voices or the cloning of beliefs, but lies in our differences, understanding that the true measure of a society is not how it treats the majority, but how it honors the voices of the minority, the marginalized, and the misunderstood. The celebration of diversity in this vision of unity offers a radical departure from the historical narrative of conquest and conversion. It posits that our true power does not come from our ability to dominate, but from our capacity to understand, to empathize, and to cooperate across the vast spectrums of our human experience. This approach to unity elevates individual belief systems to their highest potential, not by diluting their essence, but by highlighting their unique contributions to the collective well-being. It invites us into a space where we are not merely tolerated but valued, where our differences are not just accepted but are seen as essential components of the whole. As we weave this tapestry together, we find that the forces of misunderstanding and intolerance lose their power to divide us. We discover that our so-called enemies are not those who hold different beliefs, but the shadows of ignorance that have lingered too long over our collective consciousness. This vision of unity is a beacon of hope, illuminating a path forward where diversity is our greatest strength and cooperation our most powerful tool. It beckons us to boundless possibilities of mutual understanding and respect. As we embark on this journey towards unity and reflect on these diverse perspectives, let us remember that the journey towards unity is not a linear path, but a complex and multifaceted process, and that change begins with each one of us. While our ideals may inspire us to strive for a better world, we must also confront the realities and complexities of our shared human experience. It requires us to confront our biases, to challenge our preconceptions, and to embrace the humanity that binds us all together. Let us strive to build bridges instead of walls, to seek common ground instead of conflict, and to foster a spirit of empathy and compassion in all our interactions. Together, let us weave a tapestry of unity, one that reflects the beauty of our diversity and the strength of our collective spirit. By engaging with sincerity, empathy, and open-mindedness, we can begin to bridge the divides that separate us and move closer towards realizing the vision of unity and understanding. In this week's Wisdom Wednesday, we explored the journey towards unity in the face of challenges and obstacles. We reflected on varied responses from our listeners. One expressed profound admiration for the ideals of unity and cooperation, while another raised valid concerns about the barriers that impede progress toward a more harmonious world. This diversity of perspectives underscored the capacity of building unity in a world rife with systemic inequalities, prejudices, and human tendencies that separate us. Despite these challenges, giving up on the pursuit of unity is not an option. It is through open dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to confront biases that we can begin to break down barriers and foster a more inclusive society. Join us as we delve deeper into the possibilities of unity and the work required to achieve it. By embracing the journey, we can build bridges instead of walls and seek common ground to move towards a future where understanding and cooperation prevail. As we navigate this journey, we realize that it is not about creating a utopian ideal, but about striving for a world where diversity is not just tolerated, but celebrated as our greatest strength. Let us aim for a more harmonious environment, even if the road is fraught with obstacles. With each step, we move closer to a more inclusive and understanding world. Thank you for joining me this week. As we have seen, unity is a complex and evolving journey that requires open-mindedness and empathy. Let us commit to fostering understanding and breaking down the barriers that separate us. Until next time, let us continue to weave our tapestry of unity one thread at a time. See you next Wisdom Wednesday.